Hello. Are the police going to tell the truth? My guess is they don't want to tell the truth because if they did, they'd incriminate themselves into a conspiracy against my life. The problem is, I'm trying to go live my life and they're oppressing me to where I cannot do anything. It's been 904 days since I've seen the person that I'm trying to get back to. What I see is, when I go out, the police see me coming. They get that nasty look on their face like, here he comes again. Um, they won't investigate my claims, even though they know I'm telling the truth. They think that it's okay for them to commit crimes towards me, and they do not have to go to jail for what they've done. They will not tell the truth. They just want to try to find a reason to arrest me instead of telling the truth to what they've done. It's against the law to conspire against someone's life. It's against the law to fake someone's daughter's death and use as a method of torture. It's against the law to oppress somebody so that you can try to find a reason to arrest somebody. It's against the law. 954 days has gone by. To let you know how long that is, I have one note open here. That's over 2.5 years. 2.5 years since I've came back. They forced me to come back from Vietnam because I couldn't do anything except sit and wait for the stupid pigs to tell the truth. They won't tell the truth. So I got this open here. I'm going to start with this one right. I think it's right here. Here it is. Um, First of all, what I'll do is I'll go here. If any of these people are alive, I'm telling the truth. Me and my ex-wife saw this man get out of his race car on the day in which they said he died on impact. I started to back my truck out of my house in McKinney, Texas. I went back in the house and they said, he's got the all clear. He's going to take the window net down. Dale Earnhardt Sr. got out of the car. He waved at the crowd. He got in the ambulance and the ambulance drove away. He was still alive. That was February 2001. Ever since that date, the cops have been doing everything they can to try to put me in jail. People have been trying to kill me in car wrecks. People are stalking me all over the world, not just the United States, but the world. In fact, they followed me to Vietnam and tried to harm the people I was staying with in the year 2023. The year is now 2026. When are your stupid pigs going to tell the truth to what you have done? This is my daughter. If she's alive, you are committing a very serious crime. Police officers of the United States of America. This piece of trash, he ain't ever going to tell the truth. You should know that by now. He thinks that because I'm being tortured, he doesn't have to pay the price for the things he's done. This piece of trash, he ain't ever going to tell the truth. He thinks that because I'm being tortured, he doesn't have to pay the price for everything he's done. This piece of trash ain't ever going to tell the truth. Never going to tell the truth. Proof is I'm still sitting here today trying to get someone to tell the truth. This piece of trash, Charles Ray, tomfooler, what's he doing? A 29-year-old senior, class of 1988 in Lone Grove, Oklahoma. This person was in Austin, Texas. This person was at Alcatel when I got to Alcatel in 1997. He was working in Trent's area. This is Trent right here. He's the one who made a lot of this happen, but he's teamed up with his friends and many people from Lone Grove, Oklahoma, including this person, to make this stuff happen to me. That piece of trash will never tell the truth. That piece of trash will never tell the truth. That piece of trash will never tell the truth. That piece of trash will never tell the truth. That piece of trash will never tell the truth. That piece of trash, he ain't never going to tell the truth. I heard he got a New York Yankee hat on because he knew 9/11 was going to happen before it happened. He knew it. That's why he's got a New York Yankee hat on. And he's sitting there smiling like he's a good person. He's torturing me to death because he was blowing up mailboxes back around, 1980, 81 time frame. And I was the one who told on him and got him in trouble. But, he got out of that. His punishment was he had to drive around on his red four-wheeler and deliver mail to let everybody know that it was over. It's not over because he swore he was going to pay me back, and here he is doing all this bad stuff to me. I'm stuck in a house he built. He had this house built, and I'm stuck in this house right between his Daddy and his brother-in-law and his sister. He ain't gonna tell the truth because he knows about the September 11th, 2001 terrorist attacks before they happened. He don't ever want to tell the truth. He's so deep involved in it, he don't ever want to tell the truth. That piece of trash don't ever want to tell the truth. That piece of trash don't ever want to tell the truth. Ever notice how he has that same smile as Steven Seagal? That's because he's related to Steven Seagal. Steven Seagal was teaching him how to do Aikido when he was a kid. That's why he knows how to fight. Steven Seagal was teaching him and many other people in that neighborhood on Wisteria Street how to fight, use Aikido. They were kids. Those two pieces of trash, they won't ever tell the truth. He don't want to go to prison for what he did. Him and his sister conspired this against me. His sister, Tina Bryant, conspired to do this to me since middle school, since elementary school in Kingston, Oklahoma. Kingston. That piece of trash won't ever tell the truth. That's why he faked his death. That piece of trash will never tell the truth, but he knows something about, people using hypnosis and pushing people's eyes in. He knows something about it. He won't tell the truth, and he's a highway patrol in Oklahoma. That piece of trash won't ever tell the truth. He made sure all this stuff happened. He made sure of it. Look, he's in a NASCAR event. He knows Dale Earnhardt Sr. is alive, and he knows I'm being tortured. And look at that smile on that piece of trash's face. That piece of trash faked his death around 1990. He don't ever want to tell the truth. Are you still a cop? Are you a cop, Charles? Wesley Talaferro? Are you a cop? Anyway, I'll go to this next one. Just right here. Not one person on this page wants to tell us. He knows Dale Earnhardt. He was at the race. He knows he faked his death. He was at the race. He don't want to tell the truth. He knew 9/11 was going to happen before it happened. None of these people on this page right here will ever tell the truth, especially these people, because they don't want to go to jail for what they have done. Not one of these people will tell the truth. What were you doing, Mr. Steve Rutledge, calling yourself Steve Nimmergut at Alcatel Networks USA? What were you doing calling yourself Steve Nimmergut? You changed your appearance and everything. I barely ever saw you put glasses on. You kind of made you have a little bald spot on top of your head, all kinds of stuff. You're driving around in a little red Durango. What were you doing, Steve Rutledge, pretending to be an electronic design engineer? And who were you? Who were you mentor? Who was your technician? It was this person right here. This was his technician right there. And this person was following my ex-wife around as soon as we got to Plano, Texas. Every time I would be at work, he would be parked across the street from our apartments. Whenever she would leave, he'd be stalking her and following her everywhere April went. When your crooked cop's going to start telling the truth instead of depriving me of the rest of my life?